Oh, okay. Let's talk about this wild and lovely adventure of waking up to who we really are, the remembering in this wild land of forgetting. Part of that journey for all of us, when we're ready in our journey of lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes, there comes a point where we do start opening to the truth. We start remembering. We start awakening. All kinds of different ways we could try to put words to this. It's the natural, inevitable unfolding of this divine flower that we are. We will inevitably start to experience that there's letting go of our identity that we picked up along the way. Starting as a young person, we start crafting an identity to feel safe, to feel enough, to feel worthy, because the core belief in our mind when we have a human life is that we're not good enough, that we're unworthy. And so whatever areas of life that we have some ability, we will tend to craft an identity, whether that's, as being funny or smart or athletic or pretty or handsome or clever, creative, artistic, whatever it is, we will start crafting an identity. Well, in the spiritual awakening journey, eventually those identities will be seen for that. We'll start to see them as just identities, and that there's a deeper essence to us before all those identities got picked up. The awakening is an opening into that deeper essence, that true eternal spirit that we are, that inevitably we start awakening to, remembering, opening up into. And a threshold that each of us will experience is a threshold where there can be a fear response to that, where it can feel like we might die or even cease to exist. I've sometimes over the years referred to it as the threshold of non-existence. When we start to have those types of experiences, it can bring forth great fear, panic even. It can be very scary to be willing to let go, because that part of us that I call the wanter has no interest in letting go of the carefully crafted identities that we've picked up to feel safe, to feel secure, to feel worthy, to feel that we're enough. So when we start reaching that threshold, it can be quite scary. It can be quite disconcerting, quite fear-invoking. And so when I started experiencing that threshold, I would have big fear responses when I'd be dropping into a really deep state of consciousness, and it would have the feeling that if I went any further, I would cease to exist. I would die. It was like the possibility of being able to survive it wasn't even likely. So I would have a fear response, and I would pull out of the experience, try to move back towards something that was familiar, comfortable, safe. And so as this continued to happen, I decided to ask for help in a dream. We can ask for guidance and wisdom in our dream time. It's a very subtle realm of consciousness in which we can ask for help. I call it in having a dream request. You can write a dream request before you go to sleep in your journal. You can write it on a piece of paper and put it under your pillow. You can put it in your dream journal, and it can be very helpful to have some sort of way to record the dream when it happens. Like if you have a journal, write the dream request in the journal, and then have your journal with your pen beside your, where you're sleeping, as a way to then write down the dream when it comes. So when I came to the realization that I would bring this fear to the dream time and ask for guidance, I wrote in my dream journal, "Dear Divine Grace, please tonight let me have a dream that gives me a direct experience of this fear threshold that I've been encountering. I need your help. I need guidance. What is it that's actually going on here? What is the wisdom that can be brought forward in a dream? Please let me have a direct experience of this wisdom. Thank you so much. All my love, hugs and kisses, Mitch Rosacker." That's how I always write my dream requests like a love letter to Grace. So then I put the dream journal that I wrote the request in on the bedside table and the pen, and I go to sleep. Dream time comes during the sleep. And here's the dream. In the dream, I'm with my son Neil, who's about 5 years old in the dream. I don't remember how old he actually was at the time of the dream, but in the dream, he's about 4 or 5 years old. Young little guy, very vulnerable, and I'm looking out for him, and we're in some foreign land. The land looks like we're somewhere in Asia. All of the locals, you can tell are from this land. They're of, Asian descent, and they're all running around completely in fear. And he and I don't know why everyone's so afraid. We're just walking along. He's to my left. We're holding each other's hands as we're walking. And I can tell that everyone is really afraid. And I'm now, in the role of the protector of him. I want to make sure that he's safe. I don't know why everyone's so afraid. We don't have the information as to why everyone's running. So I keep trying to get someone's attention to tell us what's going on. Finally, someone was willing to stop for a few seconds, and they explained to us that why they're all running and why they're all so afraid is the local zoo had a problem with its enclosures, and all of the big cats are loose in the city. All of them. The lions, the tigers, the jaguars, all of the big cats are running loose in the city. And that's why they're all afraid. So now we are in on the situation, and now we're afraid. And instantly I noticed that there's a stairwell going down below ground level, way down in there. It's like a very long stairwell. It's got these cement sides, to it. There's no way to get, once you enter into it, there's no getting out of it. And I'm aware that maybe if we go down below the ground level, maybe we'll be safe. So we start descending the stairway, and there's many steps, like 100 or more, way long down in there. And I'm holding Neil's hand. He's to my left, and we're walking down the stairs side by side. And we've now made it almost all the way down. There's about 10 stairs left. And right as we're almost to the bottom, a huge male lion comes around the corner and is looking right at us. Big male lion, big teeth, big chest, big broad head, big mane, looking right at us. And so my left arm goes out and sort of scooches Neil behind me to protect him. The lion's going to have to come through me to get to him. So I scooch him behind me. And the words that come out of me in that moment felt like a message from Grace for him and also for me. And the words that came out of me as I carefully scooch him behind me are, "Just be natural." And as soon as those words come out of me, it relaxes me and it relaxes him. We now have the wisdom, just be natural. So we're not experiencing any fear in that moment. We're looking right at the lion, but there's no fear. I'm just being natural. And so we continue walking, and the lion's coming right by us, looks at us very carefully, and walks right by. Wow. Didn't even have any interest in us at all. I was aware, wow, because we were just being natural and we weren't having a fear response, there was no danger. The lion just went right by us. Wow. So we get to the bottom of the stairs. I look to my left, and there's a stairway now going up, an ascending stairway going up. And I'm aware that now we know how to be, just be natural, and we're safe. So we're now going up the stairway to go back up to ground level. And as we get up to the top, there's an open pavilion, and there's just a lot of open space. and Neil is no longer in the dream. Now it's just me, and I'm walking around in this open pavilion up on the ground level, and all of a sudden I can hear something chasing me from behind. You can hear the footsteps, and it's big. The footsteps are heavy, but fast. And so I start running and running and running as fast as I can. And I'm running and I'm running and I'm running. And no matter how fast I run, I'm aware that whatever it is that's chasing me is gaining ground, and it is faster than I am. And I have no chance to outrun whatever this is, this big cat that's chasing me. And I'm running and I'm running and I'm running. And I come to the realization that I can't outrun it. And it's like another moment of grace where the wisdom was that I have to stop running. I have to stop running. I have to be willing to stop, turn around, and face this inevitable death. I'm now going to be devoured by this big cat. And so I do. I stop all the running, and I just turn around and face. And right in that moment, there's a big Bengal tiger leaping right at me, mouth open, teeth are revealed, the claws and the paws are coming at me, and I'm now going to die by being eaten by this big Bengal tiger. And as soon as it arrives, the paws go on my shoulders, the head is coming right toward me, and out of its mouth comes its most amazing, beautiful tongue that licks my face with such love and such sweetness, like a mama Bengal tiger would lick its cub. Just absolute love. And its paws on my shoulders are hugging me. Just pure love from this Bengal tiger, just loving me so much. And I just melt into that loving embrace. And I realized in that moment, what had been chasing me all along was this love. This love is what had been chasing me. It is the love that we are. I melted into that love and realized, this is what has been chasing me. This is what I've been afraid of. This is what's on the other side of that threshold, that fear threshold. If I stop running, if I stop avoiding, if I turn toward rather than moving away, this is what has been chasing me all along. It's my own true self. I am this love. That's what's been chasing me. It is the ultimate predator. It will never give up. It will chase us and chase us and chase us until we stop running, stop all strategies, let go of all of those old patterns of avoiding, and turn toward and face at that threshold, that fear threshold, that threshold of non-existence. We will discover that what is chasing us is our true self. It is a love that is absolute, has no conditions, pure, and forever. And in that moment, I wake up from the dream, sit up on the side of my bed, and realize, wow, I am this love. This love that I was looking for from someone else is the love that I am. And it was in the willingness to stop running and turn toward the fear, turn toward the unknown, turn toward the scary, and face it fully, that I discovered what was chasing me all along was my heart. The heart of being was chasing the mind, the fear, the need for control. Our true self will chase us down until we stop, turn toward it, and surrender and let go into that love that we always have been and that we will always be.